Hi kids! Welcome back to STEM in the library. Today we're going to be making something very cool. We're going to be making lip gloss in 2 different ways. Just like always, first I'm going to show you what tools and ingredients we're going to use, and then we'll get started on our experiment. Let's go! For our first lip gloss, we'll be using a couple of ingredients. We'll be using Vaseline or petroleum jelly, a Kool-Aid packet. I chose cherry, but you can use any flavor you'd like. And we're going to need honey. You'll need 1 tablespoon for the Vaseline, a teaspoon for the Kool-Aid mixture, and a little container to put it in at the end, as well as a spoon for mixing. The first thing we're going to need is to grab our empty container. Then you're going to need your tablespoon and your Vaseline. To make our lip gloss recipe, we need 1 tablespoon of Vaseline. Once you have your Vaseline, now you'll need your teaspoon and your Kool-Aid mixture. So we need about 1/4 teaspoon of the Kool-Aid mixture in our recipe. Okay. Smells so good too. All right, we're gonna pour it very carefully. You want to add your teaspoon directly into your Kool-Aid, just like this. So it will look like this once you've poured it in. Before we mix, we're also going to add in some honey. Okay. So I have my honey. I'm just going to put 3 drops of honey in. This will make it more moisturizing and it'll smell good. Now it's time to mix it up. So you grab your spoon and we're going to mix, mix, mix. Don't worry if it's not looking exactly the color that you mixed in yet. That'll come together in the next step. Sometimes it helps to melt the Vaseline beforehand too. But libraries don't always have microwaves, so we're going to do what we have right now. So right now, your mixture should kind of look like this. You can smell it too. It smells really good. Okay. Now we're going to add in just a little tiny bit of water to help really get the color mixed in there. I decided to use the same teaspoon that I already used, and I just put a little bit of water in here, and now I'm just going to pour it in, just like that. And you'll notice the color changing already. Now it's time to mix again. You'll notice the color becoming a little bit richer now. As you can see, I tried out a little bit earlier. Make sure it's all mixed together before you stop. So it might take a good 1 to 2 minutes. If the mess around the rimming and on the top part is bothering you, it's okay to use a paper towel just to wipe that off and get it nice and cleaned up. But this is what your final product should be from the recipe itself. Now, when we're using Vaseline to make lip gloss, it's important that we also then freeze this or put it in the refrigerator for a couple of hours to allow it to solidify again. I made one a little bit earlier just so we could see the final product. This is the kind of container I put it in. And this is what it looks like after it had a chance to freeze a little bit. And it's able to be used. Now it's time to make our second recipe and probably to wash our hands. Now that we're all cleaned up, it's time to make our second lip gloss. To make this lip gloss, we're going to need a bowl for mixing. We'll need another packet of Kool-Aid. I chose grape this time, but again, you can use any flavor you'd like. We'll need coconut oil, almond oil, and I always like adding in honey. So we're going to use our honey again. Also, we'll need a couple of teaspoons. I have 1/4 teaspoon, a 1/2 teaspoon, and a tablespoon, just like I used in the last recipe. You'll need a spoon for mixing. and a little small container. To make our second lip gloss, the first thing we're going to need to do is grab our big, large bowl. In our big, large bowl, we're going to put 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. Grab your tablespoon. Okay, so that's a big one. And it's okay if it's taking a while to come out. You can always use the spoon to bring it out. Coconut oil is really great to have in a lip gloss recipe because it also has natural SPF in it. So you can wear it outside in the summer and it'll protect your lips from the sun. So we're going to place this bowl to the side. We're going to grab our small bowl, and then we're going to need our almond oil, our Kool-Aid, and our honey. First, we're going to put in 1 teaspoon of almond oil into our bowl. Then we're going to add in, again, the 1/4 teaspoon of Kool-Aid mix. Okay, and we're going to add that right into our almond oil. The last step is to add in our 2 drops of honey. And now we're going to mix that together. When you're finished, it should kind of look like this, a little bit all mixed in. Now we're going to need to bring our coconut oil bowl back over, and we're just going to add in this mixture directly in. Just like that. It will look like this before we mix it together. And now the fun part, we get to mix it all. If the color isn't bright enough for you, it's okay to add in a little more Kool-Aid mixture. I'm going to add in a little bit more because it's a very, very light purple right now. And I want vibrant. Once that's all mixed together, it's time to put this into our little teeny bowl. Just like with the other recipe, if it's a little messy around the rim, you're free to wipe that off with a paper towel. And it's important also to put this in the fridge for about an hour to allow it to solidify again. Okay, so after it's been in the fridge for about an hour, it's kind of a little more solid and it's ready to go. So I'm just going to try some on. This one is definitely a little bit smoother. So that's what this one looks like. And we can compare it to our other one that we made with Vaseline. So this one's definitely a brighter color. We're going to try some of this on too. And that's what this one looks like. What do you think? So that's our experiment for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy your lip glosses. And if you have any more questions or want to learn any more science experiments, please visit your local library and ask a librarian. Thanks for watching. Bye.